Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius, my beautiful Sagittarius viewers. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see how your person of interest is feeling about you. So as the name of the video suggests, if there's a specific person you have in mind, you're wondering what their deeper thoughts and feelings are, whether or not the way they're coming across to you is in line with those deeper feelings, what they like, what they don't like about the connection, their overall level of interest, then please keep on watching. Now, of course, Saggies, it may not resonate with all of you. That's okay. It is a general reading. So if it doesn't, feel free to check out your other placements. But if you do enjoy the reading, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. That's way too many cards. I'm going to take the first one that came out there. We want clear messages here. And let's try and get one more. Okay. And we've got the Justice energy at the bottom of the deck there, Libra energy. And we've also got Virgo, so you could be dealing with a Virgo and lots of fire energy here. So possibly another fire sign, another Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. So this is very interesting because I think you will be a little bit surprised by what they're thinking about and what is on their mind, because at the end of the day, they may have pulled back their energy a little bit. So that could be one of the reasons why you're watching this reading. We've got the Hermit energy here. This is how they're coming across. So this person is basically doing some internal analysis, some internal thinking about things. And it's a very sort of solitary pursuit. They're not talking about this to too many people. They've kind of pulled back a little bit. And it's interesting because you're coming across as the Eight of Wands. So this is a really sort of high energy, let's communicate, let's get things going. It's almost like they know that this type of pulling back is not going to fly for very long because you're racing through with the communication. There could be a little bit of travel as well, a bit of travel back and forth to see each other, but you're really feeling like this person needs to open up more. They've just really pulled back. They're liking your energy a lot, and I'll explain why I think that is as we get further along through the reading, and I will pull some more clarifying cards as well. But they do like your energy. And when we look at their deeper feelings, this is where it gets interesting because we've got the beautiful Four of Wands right in the heart of this reading, in the center of things. So this is all about stability. This is all about like celebration, growth, building a solid foundation. Sometimes this card can even indicate, things like marriage commitments and that sort of thing. So it's very interesting to see that whilst they have pulled back and they're currently in this kind of hermit mode, they're actually thinking very seriously about the future. And in terms of feelings, this is a beautiful card to get. So I will, like I said, pull some more clarification because I don't know if it's something else going on in their life that has caused them to pull back, because it doesn't really make sense how they're really thinking about this in terms of future commitment and a lot of future growth and potential and happiness, yet they are sort of sitting on the fence and really sort of reserved at the moment. What they further like about the connection, we've got the World energy here. So this is beautiful energy about new beginnings. And I see this when it comes through in such a positive way in a reading. I see this as really expansion. It's like worldview is getting expanded. So I feel as though the conversations that you two have or have had in the past, your way of thinking has really opened up this person's mind, and they love that. It's giving them a very different worldview. You two could be from different backgrounds as well. You may have grown up in different parts of the world or from different cultures, things like that. Whatever the case may be, they like that energy. It's fresh, it's exciting, it's all about, new chapters, new beginnings in life, taking advantage of new opportunities. It's a wonderful energy, this one, but it again symbolizes travel. There could be something to do with, being at a distance from each other, because it's maybe a little bit difficult having to physically travel back and forth. What they're not liking so much, Page of Wands. So I don't know if they're seeing, if they're thinking that maybe on your side, you're thinking this is a little bit more of a fling or something that you're not taking that seriously. They may be seeing you as a little bit less emotionally mature than them. However, they're very, very attracted to you physically. On a physical level, the attraction is there. And so it's kind of... it's keeping this person interested, but it almost annoys them in a way because they can't stop thinking about that. It's something that's tying them very strongly to you. But there's a bit of lack of trust in terms of how seriously you would take this connection, because they are thinking in terms of stability, in terms of their own stability. That's very important to them. They could have an actual home environment issue going on, like there's some problem with their home, or they're trying to move or renovate, or there's some issue there. So they may be overly concerned about, getting into something that makes them feel like they're in a more stable position in their life, whereas you're kind of bringing in what's fresh and what's new and movement and change, and it's kind of putting them out of their comfort zone a little bit. But they're also just kind of worried about, well, how much how serious would Sagittarius be in terms of a long-term commitment? Are they capable of doing that or not? Are they just going to be interested when they're interested and then move on just as quickly? I think they also see you as being quite a popular individual, and so you have a lot of other options, and they're worried that, are they the only one? We've got the Hangman energy here. So ultimately, this person is sitting on the fence about something. They're not making a decision just yet. However, this is positive in terms of, changing your point of view, keeping an open mind. So again, I feel as though one of the things this person likes is that whether you realize it or not, you're actually helping them do their self-analysis. You're helping them come to a conclusion. It's just taking a little bit longer than maybe what you would like. Let's pull a few more cards for clarification, see if we can get some more insight into these messages. It's a little bit interesting. And there's a little bit of a conflict between how they're coming across and what they're actually feeling, what they're thinking about. I don't think they've expressed this feeling and want for stability in the future. So it's interesting. I feel as though you have made your intentions clear, and there's definitely feelings here. A couple more cards. You're very you're approaching this in a very open way, I feel, and they do like that a lot. They do like that. They can also see that I really feel like I feel like they're just holding back. It's like they want to communicate so much, they want to respond, but they don't completely wear their heart on their sleeve. I feel like you're more open and honest than this person is, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they're hiding something or that there's anything, malicious or devious going on. I'm just saying that they're a little bit more careful with how they think about things. Yeah, look at that, 10 of Pentacles. This person's really thinking about the future, thinking really long term. Now that's interesting because, sorry, I'm just getting a few cards that dropped on the floor here. That's really interesting because, again, are they over-analyzing the situation? Are they thinking too far ahead at this point? That could be an issue. They could also be having a bit of an issue with, again, home, family members. There could be something else that's taking away or like eating into their time and mental energy. And so they're having to put a lot of time into that. And they've had to pull back a little bit. They don't have enough energy for everything else. They could also be contemplating, again, making some kind of a move. Yeah, look at this. We've got the world energy again. So double world energy here. This person definitely cannot get you out of their mind. It's like it's saying strongly that you mean the world to them. You mean the world to them. They almost feel like, okay, this is going to be the end of a chapter and the beginning of a brand new chapter in my life here. But what's stalling this person? What's making them take their time? And we got the Knight of Swords here. It's interesting because you know what? Even if they pull back, they like the communication. And I feel like you will get a very sudden communication from this person. It's almost like it's going to seem sudden because you don't know what they're thinking at the moment, what they're planning. And when it happens, it's going to completely take you by surprise because you just didn't see it coming. It's not that they did it impulsively. They're thinking about this. They're thinking and planning how they're going to make their move. This is someone who doesn't just impulsively make a decision without a lot of intense analysis and thought behind it. So when it does happen, it's going to feel like it's come in unexpectedly, basically. 5 of Wands. Is there something that you two are verbally disagreeing about? Is there like a strong opinion that they have or that you have that you've disagreed with in the past? They're feeling like that needs to be sorted out before things can move forward properly. So if there's some sort of unresolved tension, and I won't take all of these, but we've got the moon energy here. So there's something unknown. There's something they're still trying to figure out. I feel like they need to know what your thoughts are on an important issue, but they're not necessarily bringing that up at this point, which is frustrating. But they want to know what your thoughts are on a particular issue because that will help them make that move forward in this connection, in this situation. And for some reason, they're a bit worried that there's some deceptive energy going on. They're a bit worried, like, are you just kind of playing them? Do you have other people that you're like interested in at the same time? They're a bit concerned about that. So they're really trying to avoid, again, all they want is stability. They're really trying to avoid a situation where they put a lot of, emotional commitment into this and then it just comes crashing down. So they may have experienced some kind of bad heartbreak or issue with the home in the past that is making them a little bit worried and making them take their time rather than rushing into this too quickly. And with the 7 of Pentacles here, yeah, it's really, they're so worried about making the wrong decision. What they've got to realize is there's pros and cons to everything, but they're really confused at the moment and they don't know which way to go. And they're just worried that, this has promise. However, there's something else they need to figure out about moving forward in a connection here before they can make that decision. So I wouldn't be surprised if this sudden communication comes in and it's about something that maybe had briefly been brought up in the past, but it wasn't fully like spoken about or you didn't resolve it. And they need more clarification on that before they can move forward. They definitely want things to be very fair and balanced. That's for sure. I feel like in the past, there was some kind of toxic relationship with this person that this person got caught up in. Someone else was a little bit selfish. They were in it for a long time. They felt like they couldn't get out. It ended up being too much of a burden. I don't know if this person still has legal obligations to someone else or legal fees even that they're trying to pay. I feel like it could have been an expensive breakup or an expensive process if it was like a separation or a divorce. But basically this person got taken advantage of, I feel, for a really long time. And after a while, the burdens just were not worth it anymore. And so they got out of that situation, which is amazing for them. They just don't want to be back there. They don't want to be taken advantage of. They don't want to be in a situation where they're putting in all the effort and it just feels horrible, but it's kind of becomes toxic and codependent. And so they struggle to get out of it. So I feel like perhaps there was someone from this person's childhood, even an old relationship or a relationship that, maybe high school sweethearts even or something like that, which really affected this individual. And they just don't want that again. They want things to be very fair and balanced. There could even be some kind of legal conversation that comes up so that they can make sure that their rights or assets are protected, and so are yours. They just want everything to be fair and balanced. It could be tricky for them to actually have this conversation with you, but it's coming, and it's actually coming quite soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.